Come sail away with me. We are live. Don't freeze up on me, King Millennial. We got the King Millennial on his phone over there, chilling. I know this is not on a Wednesday, but who gives a shit? I got the hockey boys back. It was a last minute thing. I had to get them back. We got 21 Savage in the building. Tell them your real name. Talking to the mic. Here
My name's JP.
You can pull it closer to you too if you want.
I'm all here.
Get comfortable. You're JP, you said?
JP, 21 Savage.
Why do they call you 21 Savage?
21 goals a season.
21 goals a season. I'll get there one day.
Okay, I was about to say, really? So you're the truth, son. No one knows. Just fucking lie.
Not
you're
sure
like,
if I have 21 shifts this season, much less goals.
We're lucky.
21 minutes I've played.
Seconds.
We got King Millennial there.
That's
I'm
right.
going left to right, by the way.
Always a pleasure.
We got Dennis Allison, right? Did I get that right?
Might as well.
Kelso. I was coming to say it, but I was trying to find some tricky thing to say. So what y'all been up to? Y'all haven't been on in, shoot, I don't know how long ago that. How long was that?
It's been a hot minute.
It has been a hot minute.
I don't know.
It literally has been a hot minute. It's hard to think it's been February. What, it's been 75 degrees outside?
It's a full 60 seconds since we've been on here.
Dude, get out of here. Get out of here with that bullshit. Get out of here. Hey, did y'all watch paint dry on Sunday? Not last Sunday, but, you know, Super Bowl Sunday.
We had a bonfire, so...
Y'all didn't watch the Super Bowl?
We did. We set a
tried.
TV up in the yard.
Y'all are aware the Patriots beat the Rams, correct?
Yeah,
You are?
we are.
Talking to your mic, bro.
The setup we had was not the best.
What did
It was
y'all
pretty
have?
fun. We had
Yeah, it was fun, but it was not the best.
Why not?
We had some connection to like errors, and it was bad.
Where were y'all?
in our backyard.
The very backyard.
Oh. Do y'all saw that little shit dog that bites me every time I go over there?
Wait, which one? Oh, that must be
Yeah, he's
Baylor.
my dog.
Oh no, it's Scooby.
Yeah.
Oh,
I hate that.
He doesn't.
dog.
He doesn't like new men.
He's a dick. And he's a little bitch about it too because he like
he loves me.
didn't touch me when I'm like, look, but as soon as I turn, he'd come up and bite. Ruin my shorts. Put a hole in my brand new
Sneaky
shorts.
guy.
Man, pissed me off. Dude. Drove me crazy. Drove me crazy. Okay, speaking of, the reason I brought the Super Bowl up, I don't know if y'all are too, I don't know, informed on the NFL. Y'all are hockey guys, but who do you think is more responsible, Bill Belichick or Tom Brady, for their dynasty since 2001? I don't know if y'all are aware they've been to 9 Super Bowls.
I mean, Nick Saban does the same thing every year with a different quarterback. So, I mean, I'm not taking away from Brady, but if Belichick can do it, Saban can do it. It's on the coaches.
Fun fact. Yeah, fun fact.
I'm gonna agree with that.
Well,
I would
you know,
say
if y'all
it's
want facts, kind of that will back you up. Since 2001, when Tom Brady took over for Drew Bledsoe, they've gone 15-6 without him as a starter.
Do you know who else took over from Drew Bledsoe?
Doug Flutie.
Tony Romo.
Tony Romo. That's who I meant to say. I love Doug Flutie, though. I don't know why I said Doug Flutie. Brian Leaf came in for Doug Flutie at the San Diego Chargers. Yes, Tony Romo. Then Tony Romo botched that snap. My favorite meme during the Super Bowl is when he said, Tony Romo finally made it to the Super Bowl, and I showed him in the booth. Funny. Another fact I want to bring up about that, and I'm kind of stumbling, I'm terrible at intros, and y'all know that, is NFL memes, and this is kind of we're going into conspiracy stuff today, because last time they went was a Russian sleep experiment.
I believe so.
No, that's what it was. I was just letting you know. Okay, this one, NFL memes put out, Barry Bonds hits literally 762 home runs. MLB writers say, sorry, we believe you did steroids. You can't be in the Hall of Fame. Julian Edelman literally tests positive for PEDs this season. NFL writers, 10 minutes into the Super Bowl, ask, is Julian Edelman a Hall of Famer? How do you think that's fair, and why do you think there's a disconnect between MLB and NFL, and why do you think that's the thing? Because I feel like it means more in, say, contact sports with when you get NFL, mixed martial arts, boxing, when you're literally hitting other humans. Like when you get steroids, it's, I think, a bigger deal. There's no punching baseball players in the face. Like you're not doing anyone harm. All you're doing is boosting ratings, in my opinion.
Unless you're Nolan Ryan, who did both.
Yeah, Nolan Ryan's a savage, son.
Hitting a baseball, it's not just all power. It's how you hit the ball.
You still got to hit the damn baseball. It is
like,
literally scientifically impossible to hit a baseball.
Yeah.
You have 0.3 of a second to make decision if where it's at, what type of pitch, the location, and to swing.
Right.
And it's incredible.
Yeah, so it's more the accuracy and the whole fundamentals of it. You know, it's not
Yeah.
like, so for that sport, I would say definitely it doesn't have as much of an impact.
I feel like the MLB Hall of Fame is so corrupt
Mhm.
because that's just Barry Bonds. You don't even get into Pete Rose, who's got over 2,000 some odd hits, but he
Right.
gambled when he was a coach, not a player.
Mhm.
Ain't nobody got time for that shit. Ain't nobody got time for that. No, look. Obviously, I'm salty. I'm a Saints fan, and it was one hell of a year for us. After 2 years, last year was actually more. I was more salty about the Minnesota Miracle than I was this. It is what it is. I know it is. But I gave you a book earlier. I was going to get into some politics stuff that Ocasio-Cortez bitch, but you look at that conspiracy book. Is there anything that came into your mind? We're just gonna roll through some conspiracies right now because my nipples are getting hard just thinking about it. I'm fully percolated right now.
See, my explanation with most conspiracy theories is the government can't decide over $5 billion, but they all can come together and come up with 9/11. And you're gonna tell me,
Mike, closer. Go ahead.
so you're gonna tell me that the government did 9/11, but the government can't get together and decide how they're gonna spend $5 billion.
Oh, they can come together and find out. Okay, we're going to 9/11. We can totally find out how to spend $5 billion. Let's see, the military annual budget's north of $600 billion. The NASA that they say is underfunded gets about $54 million a day. We could find out. It has nothing to do with the money. It has everything to do with policies and politics and the so-called two-party system, which it's literally either or, right, left, draw a line in the sand, stalemate. We're going to do this because y'all don't like that. We're going to do this because you don't like that. We're not going to do this because, the people might benefit from it. I had someone message me literally last night or today saying, I'm going to actually read it. Hold on. Hold my beer. Josh, this is blank out the name. I just watched your live show. Okay, first off, I'm so confused. All of your posts makes you sound super liberal, but then you seem very conservative approach on a bunch of things, including abortion. I don't claim a part. I know people say that all the time. Like, I'm on the fence, I like, I know I lean right on a lot of things because it's just common sense to me. But I also, in the same sense, I get the liberal view. It makes sense in a utopic type of world, but the world's not like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where you stand on things. You said you're a political science major, and I said I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, it's not an easy major.
It isn't. I had a buddy of mine who wanted to do that. He didn't finish, but he thought about it. So okay, you think that since we can't do $5 billion, how can they come up with 9/11?
I mean, Congress is, I think, 200 people for the Senate, and it would take 2,000 people to cover up 9/11.
Yeah,
We can't get 200 people
to an extent.
to an extent. I think it was 2,000 some odd people that have covered it up and been on the same page about it.
Yeah and no. It really just depends because what's your definition of a conspiracy? My definition of a conspiracy is if literally anything knowingly happened other than what they've publicly told us, it's a conspiracy. So people debunking, okay, I'm on the fence. I can give you the fact that, okay, maybe it didn't get to the temperatures to melt steel, but it did get hot enough to affect the structural integrity of the building. Okay, I'll give you that. Even though it equally did it and fell into its own footprint, I'll give you that. Okay, but they say it was primarily due to the jet fuel, right? That doesn't answer for Building 7, which the common person doesn't even know Building 7 even went down, which had no jet hit it. It just got caught on fire due to falling debris. The one question I want to ask is, the same Boeing 747 hit the 2 trade centers, hit the Pentagon, correct? Allegedly?
Correct.
Where's the jet fuel? The same fires, right? It's the same jet fuel. They're both cross-country flights. Where's the jet fuel? There's literally on the corner, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but literally on the second floor on the picture, you see a bookshelf with a book open, unburnt, untouched. Where's that jet fuel?
I'd like to say in a government building such as the Pentagon that they would have to have extra walls in there, but you got me there.
Well, they did actually. Now that you say, I didn't get you because technically that was the one point of the Pentagon that was literally on the very final stages of remodeling and revamping. By fortifying it, they literally are almost done with it. Which one of two things? There was the one point of the Pentagon that was fortified enough to take that impact. Two, it limited the deaths to what would have been north of thousands of deaths to literally a couple hundred.
Didn't the plane like completely disappear too, except for like the engine and like a couple parts?
Yeah.
What is that?
There's no there's no plane parts. My point is, I read about 1,500 documents on the last JFK release. You didn't find anything out. Other than Hitler was still alive 10 years prior to his death. All you found out, all I saw was, I literally had tinfoil growing from my skull. I saw a ongoing, reoccurring instance. Because you look at that time frame. I've said this so many times, and it just hit me. From the end of World War II to the end of 1970s. That core group of people in the CIA, FBI, think of everything that happened in U.S. history in that time. The moon landing. Like I said, Hitler. MLK's assassination. JFK's assassination. Vietnam, the Gulf of Tonkin. The MK Ultra.
Charles Manson.
Charles Manson. All of the crazy shit that's happened, which has been constantly questioned, and a conspiracy exists, happen in that group. And you see it. All of them have the same exact tales.
Right. It's like
inconsistencies. You know enough to not be able to prove it, but there's shady shit and just incompetence. That's what they claim. The moon landing, all of the telemetry data of every single Apollo mission, which happens to be the data that tells you where the rocket is and when, the astronauts' vitals, all of them, they taped over it. They went 4 years, they couldn't find it. So we'll get back to you. We'll find it. They come back and we're like, we had a shortage of tapes. We taped over it. Sorry. A guy I have on the show with me. I know I'm just rambling right now. I'm trying to get y'all moved up right now. I told you I was percolated. My co-host, he's a NASA believer. He's hard. You know, he's got a rager on. He tells me, they didn't know it was important. I'm like, get the hell out of here.
No, something like
man's greatest feat.
Yeah, especially in that time, like it's we want to be, other countries.
It was the space race.
We want to be the first one to the moon. You don't
to the
just
mic.
tape
Talk
over
to the
the
mic.
history.
We had to beat Russia.
Yeah,
we had to beat Russia.
We had to beat Russia, right?
Yeah.
It's the greatest feat ever. I saw an article. It was, you take it with a grain of salt. I don't know about the source. It was like World something news or something. China just landed on the dark side of the moon. Well, they orbited the moon countless amount of times, and they said they found no evidence of the Apollo missions. And growing up, you always view your parents. My dad's in the military. If whatever they say, you just kind of take it. You're like, oh, that's just how it is. And I just realized I've been on me the entire time. I just realized. Anyway, my producer type guy's not here, guys. Sorry. Well, cool. I'm glad I was talking then because it was on me. He always told me, he's like, no, it can't be fake. We can get a telescope now and you can see, blah, blah, blah. And I just say, oh, I guess that's true. I didn't really look into it. Right. You can't do that. I saw something in here. Why can't we see the Apollo missions from thing? And the guy was like, well, basically it's equivalent to finding a needle in a haystack because it's that far away. It's 238,000 miles away. You can't. That point is literally like politics and media. They just expect you not to research shit.
I guess you can still find the GPS coordinates of where they landed on there, and
you can find it on Google Maps.
I guess you could. Want
to know a fun fact about Google Maps? You take it with a grain of salt. It's an April Fool's joke, but they have the capability to do this. There's people that scour the internet and find the Google Maps, right? Well, it was either Mars or the moon. They had a base on there. And screenshot, they got it, right? They saw it and they were like, oh, it's just an April Fool's joke. One of our people just put it in there. And the countless amount of airbrushed out and stuff, you don't know what to think. It's crazy. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. But I'm not a conspiracy theorist. Nah. What was I going to say? Oh, about the media. I don't know if you're familiar with this. Obama actually waived this. It was actually put into action after World War II. It was a mainstream propaganda thing. They banned it. In 2012, on a Friday, you know how politics are, how politicians will pass something on a Friday when no one's really paying attention.
Right.
He waived that. I forgot the bill's name, but he waived it, making it mainstream propaganda legal again. But think about mainstream media and news agencies since 2012. Think about it. Seriously, on how ludicrous that shit has become.
Yeah, I took a class on this last fall, and they said that like a CNN owns CNN. Well, Turner Networking owns it.
Well, it's like 6 companies who own every single piece of media.
But we watched this video, and it was like the day after. It was every news, Fox 6, 13. They all had the same. They all said the same words, word for word, for a good 20 minutes.
Oh, yes. Not even that. It's bigger than that because it goes from, it's not just your main, like you said, your main agencies like world news. It goes all the way to your local level. And it was talking about it's damaging to our democracy, that speech. Yes. Dude, someone put it together and it was literally like, and he tied them all together to where they finished the entire speech by a different agency or different news network. And it was just hundreds of them.
Like, it'd be different if it was like every Fox, but this was like Fox.
Every agency was creepy.
Every different one.
Hold on. Let's see if I can cue this up first. Someone bring up a new topic while I do this. I know y'all aren't supposed to hear me say that, but just do it.
So what did I hear about this 1980 Olympic hockey game?
I definitely agree that the U.S. won. The
Mike,
U.S. won that
pull
game.
it closer to you. So you don't have to lean forward.
Yeah.
There you go.
I definitely agree that U.S. won that game, and it was a miracle on ice.
Again, why'd you want to play Cole at Jackie?
Exactly. Anyways, but there's a lot of stuff that leads up to it. It's like, okay, what's going on? Like, could have this happened? And it's like during the time, like a couple days before that game, the U.S. played them. The Russians destroyed the U.S. like 10-2, 10-3, and then 2 days later, the U.S. beat them by like a goal. I believe, that it's a bunch of college kids that rallied up and did their thing, but it's like, hey, look at the politics at the time. Also, it's like U.S. were in the Cold War with Russia, and like.
Do you know the last USA gold win before that in hockey? What year it was?
What year?
1960. Do you know what happened in 1960? The moon landing.
No, it didn't.
Fun facts.
That was 1969.
It was in that same area.
Same era. Same people, though.
Same people.
JFK
I agree
was
with you.
president.
Yeah.
JFK was president. They needed it.
Right.
Well, what would be the gain for U.S.
Boost the
faking it?
country morale.
The same reason for the moon landing,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
We're the better country.
Just to whip
We're the
your dick
better
out.
country.
To make
Right.
Russia spend more money so they don't focus on us.
That is the key.
Right. And
Honestly.
What I was saying is, too, is like the president at the time during the 1980s, like during the Cold War, the next Summer Olympics was in Russia. So
Mother
it's like,
Russia.
So, and it's okay, we're not going to go there during a Cold War, but if the whole U.S. is going to rally around a sport and everything, they'll come. Like, they're going to come, especially if we beat Russia. So it's like, okay, the whole motivation behind it is like, okay, Russia, how much money would they lose if the U.S. don't go to that Olympics?
Couple bucks. A couple dollars.
Couple.
Hey, King Millennial, what do you think?
One or two.
With your Mr. Rogers looking sweater.
It is a jacket.
It's cute, man.
First of all,
It's a cardigan.
It's a cardigan. I got it on sale, actually.
He got it on sale with his clutch.
Yes, he did.
I believe the USA just rallied up, like Kelso said, and beat the shit out of the Russians. That's all I have to say about it.
What did they do after that game? Question.
Probably got hammered.
They
If I had
played
to guess.
Sweden.
Gold
No,
medal.
not literally.
With their
like,
lives. With their lives.
Not yes. No, like with that team.
Yes,
That's the
they got
last-
hammered, and then after that.
Well,
Right.
if you look at the players, a lot of them didn't do much after. Like, especially
That's
their
what I
goalie.
was asking.
There you
Their
go.
goalie, Jimmy Craig had the
Well, he
to
had his
his
mom
life.
die or whatever.
Yeah,
and
and that
he
was-
could catch tennis balls really well.
right.
We all know that. But what did they ever compete together again? That's the question I'm asking.
A lot of them played college together, and I think Jack O'Callahan went to the Blackhawks, played there.
He went to college to win a national championship. And that
No.
asshole sold a
This is
ring right off his
beforehand.
finger.
Yeah. But he played at the Blackhawks, I'm pretty sure,
Really?
for a couple of years.
Right, I get that, but the team. Did they ever compete together again?
No, because that was the last time that the U.S. Olympics were like, okay, we're not going to send. After that, they're like, we're sending our professionals.
Oh, it's just like the moon landing.
Right.
That makes
we're
sense.
Send our professionals.
We did it once. We can't do it again.
Right.
Different format.
Different format.
They'll never know.
Yeah. Who do they to question? They don't know. They've never coached college hockey. Again, I'll tell you another thing.
Run, JB.
So you read through the book. What's next? You said you got countless debunkings
You
going
name
on.
one, I'll debunk it.
I want to look at these.
No, you read through the book. I don't have the book. I marked the popular ones.
There's a lot that's marked.
Read me one.
There's a lot of popular ones.
Was Hitler's death a hoax?
Yes, I already confirmed that one.
They already figured out the skull was for a woman.
Oh, yes, Russia has it.
Well, there you go.
There is
Russia.
If my producer type guy was here, I would be able to cue stuff up better because I wouldn't be in charge of everything.
The Black
but
Dahlia murder mystery.
I don't know much about that one.
I have no idea what that
I
is.
saw the movie; it was cute. I like it, but I don't know much about that.
All right. Well,
Hitler's death. There was a photo of him
Elvis.
in the JFK files that he was actually alive in Argentina, and the reason they allowed him to live is because the same cop out of everything to stop the spread of communism in the southern borders.
I heard a story the other day on another podcast. It was talking about how some NHL player came in the 80s from Russia, and somebody was yelling at him. He goes, "Buddy, I came from the Soviet Union. They threaten my family every day because I'm here. I'm not scared of you."
Right? It's a good point.
I think that was Fedorov.
I just think it's crazy that I don't know. Like,
And just think he's not newer, but he's also before the 1980s.
Yeah.
Like, imagine how their training and everything was before then.
I mean, Russia now, like, they play hockey. Their training camp's 2 months.
well, look at Khabib Nurmagomedov. He wrestled a bear at the age of 9, and we're getting triggered because, like, think about it.
Yeah.
In Colorado, they're doing away with Mondays. There's no longer schools on Mondays because it's too rough. People, we have participation trophies in our country. They're wrestling bears at the age of 9.
Wait, we've got
We are fucked.
So
We've
Monday
got
is
rid
now
of-
considered a weekend in Colorado, like a
I
weekend
think
day.
it's Colorado, some place. I
Yeah, it's
don't
Colorado.
know. One of them
What the fuck?
ludicrous places.
Just in general, is the U.S. like they're getting rid of championships? They're getting rid of like competition.
It's so
like,
stupid.
It's the competition
Get the hell
that
outta
really make
here.
people become leaders and all that. And the Russian people, they're gonna keep doing
Look,
that.
I dated a chick, my ex-girlfriend, who will remain nameless, who did this. She had this weird fetish where she'd dress up as herself and act like a raging bitch. It was weird. But anyway, she
I think I know her.
she wasn't into sports. But I told her, like, I'm not gonna
Right.
necessarily force my kid to play sports,
You like
but
that one.
I will make them play sports. I'm not gonna be that guy putting creatine in my kids' cereal when they're children. No, because it teaches you more than just sports.
Right.
It teaches you adversity, and that's the reason I brought her up
How
is
to work
because
with others, how to
we
be a
were
leader.
we're playing tennis.
Yeah.
And I was just kind of trying to tell her, teaching her stuff, and she like wasn't doing something. And I just kind of, your sports, it's just the way you tell people something. And she got like butthurt. I was getting angry at me, like I was like, I'm just trying to help, because she's never had that coach riding her ass, and you learn. One in the workplace, when your supervisor talks at you, if you've never heard that, you're gonna get all triggered and shit, and go, be like Blake here, King Millennial,
Jesus.
get all triggered and stuff.
I didn't
It's
get
up 30
triggered.
minutes late.
Listen, if you knew the shit I went through,
You
would
just got
understand.
triggered.
It's the,
You
the
just got
petty shit they
triggered.
fucking put me with.
Triggered.
Man. Like I cannot do that.
Whatever, dude. Go drink your craft beer. Get the hell out of here.
But no, it's like, but so it's all growing up, it's like, okay, I'm not a soccer player by any means, but my parents, they threw me into sports. They're like, hey, do soccer, run around, be a part of a team, and work your butt off. 'cause
You play
wanna
hockey
win.
though.
I play hockey.
That's
now.
your cop out.
Yes.
I was gonna call you a pussy, but
He still is.
no, I'm not shitting on soccer. I'm just shitting on people that play soccer.
I'm just talking about being part of a team when you're little and being like,
Yeah,
you
no,
gotta win. You
it's-
gotta win.
yeah,
And you compete.
It's a
It's a
grind, son.
It's a
Look,
competitive
okay.
nature.
I'll go back to my soccer statement. I love playing soccer. It's fun. I used to go to Latino late night all the time, and I'm not going to explain what it is, so me bringing that up is pointless. But I know there's outliers. I can name one that I went to school with, Jonathan Antonetti. He was a freak athlete, but How many soccer players do you know are good at multiple sports? Don't worry, I'll wait. Not many. But they're always there talking shit. I'm like, bro, literally, I can compete in soccer. Like, you might be better at me in certain things, but I can compete. I can go out there and play.
I was talking about this is a good sport when you're like 5.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. How about basketball? You suck dick. How about football? You suck dick. You're one hell of a football, field goal kicker.
And a punter.
And a punter. Occasionally.
Stand
Apparently, rugby player's a better punter.
Do you see that punter that Miami signed? He's like 37 and just got out of prison.
The shit? What?
Yeah, he has
Takashi 6'9"? What?
Straight up. He has tattoos all over his body. He looks like a gangster.
That's savage, dude. I remember the Raiders punter. They had a black punter. Not being racist, but there's not many black punters.
Yeah, Dwight King, I think his name was.
Nice. Thanks. Saved me there. I didn't feel like researching. But, okay. I brought up Takashi 6'9". What the hell's going on? What did he kill 68 people? What the shit, man? What is this? Time out. How funny would it have been at the State of the Union? You know how he's bringing up like convicts on bad sentences? If he was like, I got this guy, and he pointed at Takashi 6'9" chilling out there.
Plays up to the stands. There he is. Trembling.
How do you think a guy with rainbow hair is going to fare in prison?
You know what's even better about that?
He's got it.
That 21 Savage got deported because of Donald Trump's policy.
Dude, I saw this. I don't know it's not a meme, but it's just a video of like the royal family coming in and saying,
when you find out.
Yeah, they got 21 Savage back.
The queen's walking down the aisle like that.
Ooh, what about the conspiracy of the queen being a cannibal?
Never heard that one.
I haven't heard about that one.
About it.
What?
Is that in your book?
I was about to get heated on the Bermuda Triangle.
Ooh, put the mic in between you guys. I can hear her perfectly. You not so much.
Sorry, I'll speak up.
No, you're
So
fine.
move it back to me, right?
Yeah, no, you sound great. I can barely
So
hear.
what
her.
about the queen?
I don't have many stuff on it. I just know it's a conspiracy. I don't know.
So do you know much on the Bermuda Triangle?
Yeah, actually, okay. This was kind of a parody that didn't go over well. In my public speaking class in college, we had to do a persuasive speech for a final, and I decided I don't know, it was a joke, but it came off like people thought I was serious on how aliens are directly responsible for the Bermuda Triangle, and so I said it, and everyone was just like, "What's wrong with this guy?" Like look at like the Cortez chick. Everyone was looking at me like that. And I'm not to change subject. I know I'm bouncing off some conspiracies and like everything going on in the world today, but you can't not talk about this chick. And by that I'm talking about was it Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, or whatever the hell her name is?
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Like she might have a mental handicap, and I'm not like I don't pick sides here. I feel bad. You know, we need to get her help. Because it'd be different if you slip up once. Because I say a bunch of dumb shit. You know,
Yeah,
fair. Yeah, fair. He doesn't even know me. He knows.
I've met you before.
It's literally we went over that earlier. It's literally every time she opens her damn mouth, she gets the party colors wrong. Her new green plan wants to get rid of all of air traffic with a high-speed mag lift rail system. Do you know how many people went through Atlanta last year alone?
I went through Atlanta last year.
The airport, not just Atlanta, but the airport. Over 180 million people. Yeah, some of those were repeat, but that's almost. Imagine that. And think about all the airports that exist. Imagine that, and having a rail system on the ground.
She wants to get rid of all of them, like
all of air flight.
So how do you get to like Europe?
I guess both.
Don't ask questions, bro. What the hell's wrong with you?
We got it. Rail system.
Rail system.
Across the whole ocean.
Hey, you laugh, but flat earthers, man, they don't. You know, obviously, it's flat Earth, and we're in an enclosed environment.
Yeah,
there can't be space, right? So there can't be satellites, and that's the one thing I'm like, well, they make it because I entertain every thought. You know, I look into it. They do have some. You know, biblically speaking, that's what it should be, and I'm surprised more Christians aren't on this flat Earth. You know, because a lot of things we're just conditioned to believe, like marijuana. I don't smoke weed. and I'm not really that big of a weed advocate, but like me knowing why it's illegal in the first place, it's kind of sketchy. You know, it all started from the Hearst guy who owned.
It was racism, wasn't it?
Kind of. It was
Okay.
the Hearst guy who owned a newspaper company, owned land and a timber company. So he kind of had like a monopoly, like he cornered the market, you know? Hemp was his competitor. So they did a demonizing spam, you know, making it campaign. What am I trying to say? A smash campaign on it by comparing it to its Mexican cousin, cannabis. So the literal CIA, like I said, I wish my producer type guy was here so I can cue something up, but literally a CIA person that was involved with it had brought up something saying if they do this, smoke marijuana, it'll make your white women take their clothes off and have sex with N-word and Mexicans.
Yay, racism.
It's pretty aggressive.
That's why I was like,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
That's why I did that.
I knew it.
But yes, I don't even know where we were going with that. What was I talking about? How do we get on weed?
Bermuda Triangle.
Bermuda Triangle.
Oh no, we're talking about the Cortez chick.
Yeah, about how
I never told you about the
she wants
Bermuda
to get rid
Triangle.
of air travel.
Yeah.
Oh my
I still don't know where I was going with that.
And we got onto the. Never mind.
Bermuda Triangle. It's interesting because I don't think it's aliens. What do you think it is?
I think it's like another dimension.
Okay, do you think it's a wormhole? Okay, it's kind of on the lines where I'm at.
Yeah.
Not because of just the Bermuda Triangle. A lot of people don't. Kind of like Building 7, 9/11. A lot of people don't realize that literally almost the exact same coordinates on the opposite side of the Earth. There's the what's it called in Japan? Something to do with the triangle dragon or some shit. It's a similar triangle.
It's on the other side.
On the other side,
Yeah.
down in Asia type area.
Yeah.
They actually had a ghost ship who went missing for 8-9 years or something. Show back up.
Does that explain the Malaysian flight?
That's where we're going. That's where it
It's
goes.
kind of
into
where
it.
we're going.
Yeah.
It's that
It's
area.
around that. Yeah.
I never brought up my point on why
It's
I
a
think
dimension.
I think
another
it's
dimension.
maybe an electromagnetic or a magnetic pole peak place.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because I'm glad you brought up dimensional stuff. That's becoming a kind of a more mainstream topic. You know, the possibilities of parallel dimensions and stuff. It's more becoming like, okay, it's a fact more than a thing. But a lot of people don't realize it. You know, people don't that research and stuff. Which me personally, I think is like what's your views on the Mandela effect?
I don't even know what that is. I haven't researched that.
You don't know what the Mandela effect is?
And intrigue me.
Okay.
Educate me.
For example, at the end of Star Wars, I don't know how old you are. You assume you know. What does Darth Vader say to Luke Skywalker?
I know it's not "I'm your father." I know it's that, not that.
Yeah, that's that line.
Oh.
Does he say, Luke, I'm your father, or no, I'm your father?
I think he says, "No, I'm not your father," because I know he never says Luke.
That's the Mandela effect. There's even
Chick-fil-A.
Oh,
There's-
the one on the recent one that I've seen on Shrek, like the movie.
I haven't seen that one.
Oh man, okay. There's a clip going around that Shrek has been like on air or whatever that they're playing on air, and it's the part where Princess What's Her Face like
Not Leia.
headbutts Prince Charming, but now it's like they're showing her like punching him in the face.
Right. Little things like that. Forrest Gump. Does he say, Mom said life's like a box of chocolate? That's what he says, right?
I think
He
so.
said life was like a box of chocolate. Like little tidbits of things. Why do you think this happens?
I guess things just get lost in like translation. Like whenever you say it at different times,
But there's
It's what your mind wants to hear.
Well, no, there's video evidence of Earl Jones, whatever the hell. What's the dude that plays the blind guy in Sandlot? That dude, he plays Darth Vader. There's literally an interview with him saying, I remember when I first read the script, and at the end, it was so dramatic. It was, Luke, I am your father. There's literally that interview. There is Tom Hanks goes on Jimmy Fallon and says, you know, Mom always said life was like a box of chocolate, or is like a box of chocolate, whatever. Why do you think? I think it's the reason that this is why I brought it up. I know this is a long segue into what I was trying to say. It kind of goes into what she was at the Bermuda Triangle. It's a dimension. CERN, which a lot of people weird, if you're familiar with CERN, I've talked about them multiple times. They have a Large Hadron Collider where they're trying to recreate the Big Bang.
You've told me about this.
Oh, great.
Is it in Sweden?
Sweden.
Yeah,
That's CERN. There's a lot of satanic undertones. A lot of people don't. They're playing God. That's where the God particle came from. That's where antimatter came from. They first made a 16 kilometer ring. Okay, it's a circle with tubes, and they fire charged particles at each other, and boom, and they measure it. They enlarged it to 26 kilometers. Now they're going to enlarge it by 4 times more, which means faster, bigger boom. I think it's creating such a... This is actually my theory. Okay, I don't usually have theories, but it's intriguing. And I'm not alone. It's creating such a large amount of electromagnetic energy that it's pulling in tidbits of... It's kind of intertwining dimensions, parallel dimensions, and they're bleeding into each other. Because I don't know, the magnets used in the Hadron Collider is 100,000 times stronger than the Earth's magnetic pull.
I can get behind that.
Whoa.
Yeah. Physics people said they could create mini black holes. They could end our universe. Like that's the scary part. There's no democratic process on allowing them to do this. It just happens. Like they're just doing it. It's weird.
Pushing the laws of science. See how far they can go.
Yeah.
That's what's terrifying about it.
What is the gain? Like, why are you doing this?
Just to say.
And why can't we say like, hey, this isn't necessary? Like, you might end the world as we know it.
Right. Nobody saying anything?
No. Like I said, no one really knows.
On it?
It's kind of like I said, Building 7. You know what you know if
So
you look for it.
In the world, like what keeps them from doing?
Talking to the mic, but yeah,
what keeps them from just ending the world then, or doing whatever
themselves? A lot of people think that maybe they're even like have made a portal for demons. Like it's crazy.
That explains Olivia Cortez.
Olivia Cortez, yeah,
something like that.
She's a cutie patootie.
Doesn't matter.
It drives me crazy. And I ask everybody that comes on. And I've asked y'all before, but maybe they haven't seen it. Did we go to the moon?
We did, but it was useless, so we haven't gone back. It was a waste of time and money.
I believe we went to the moon.
I believe we did too.
I don't believe we went to the moon.
My chicky. Okay. Are you familiar with all the inconsistencies?
Oh, I have a good explanation behind that one.
Go ahead.
We made it seem cool so Russia would want to go, and they'd focus on that instead of nuking us.
Yeah, that's fair. I get into fear mongering. They were never going to nuke us, but
there was a space race before that too.
Yeah, and they were way ahead of us.
Where they sent up animals.
You know
they sent up a person. They were the first people to send.
Yeah.
8 years prior, we couldn't even get a rocket off.
And then the dog went up first.
The dog went up first, and then Gagarin went up. But yeah.
So there was already a space race going on.
And they were way ahead of us.
Did you know that we spent $36 billion on developing the zero gravity pin because a regular pin wouldn't work in space?
Pin?
Like an ink pen.
Oh, yeah. No, we spent a lot of money for a pen.
Do you know what Russia did?
What did they do?
Used a pencil.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's America for you.
Yeah.
And we can't figure out $5 billion for a wall.
We can figure it out, bro. It's a principle. I'm not a big wall supporter in the first place.
They're keeping us in. That's what it is.
Well, it is what it is. Say you had an infestation.
There you go.
In your house of bugs or something. Someone comes in and says, "Okay, I got a solution, but it's going to cost about $5.7 billion." Like, okay, will it be gone 100%? Like, well, not 100%, but it'll work a little bit. Would you still pay it? That's how my thing. It's a wall. They'll find another way in. Like they don't have boats.
I mean, the world's domed in anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Oh, look at this flat earther here. Flat earther, bro. It is. It doesn't matter.
It's fine.
It doesn't matter, man. It really doesn't. No, but look, it's just going back to the moon landing. It's just there's so much. It's almost laughable.
The inconsistencies with the tapes too.
And the tapes, and literally them saying we don't have what's that goofy dude who looks like every goofy dad you could think of. You think about the goofiest soccer dad ever drives a Honda minivan, wears light wash jeans,
sitting next to him,
white New Balances. No, the '90s white New Balances are.
Dude, I rock my style.
Basically looks like the King Millennium.
I rock my fucking style. Get with it.
He wears little white New Balances that are
Okay,
one
Dad.
step away from the Velcro shoes. That guy.
He would be proud of
And
the
he goes,
Velcro shoes, though. That's the thing.
We did have the technology to go move, but we lost
New
it,
Balances.
and it's a painful process to get it back.
Okay, Dad.
I mean, how hard would it be to actually go to the moon in the first place?
Okay, but
Well-
also there is no wind in space.
Okay, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt on that one. Not you, but them. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Okay, maybe it was only we're talking about the flag waving. Okay, right?
Mhm.
I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. It was it was only waving when he was touching it. Okay, sound doesn't travel. Okay, in space. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt when he was hammering the stakes and you literally heard ting ting ting. Oh, it traveled up his sleeve into his microphone. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt on that one too. The one that catches me. There's this thing where there's pins that you spin and you pull it out. Well, one astronaut, and this was like a camera that looked like it was coming off the lunar module thing. And it was shooting in that direction. He was like chilling, and he just went like this and just threw it. It hit it. And you heard it clear as day. And you knew it was his mic because every time their mic is, you can hear the air system in their suit.
Yep.
That one's not accountable for. And another one I saw, which was even in news, when they're going to a person in the field, say they're in New York, London, there's second delay or something. And even when you're talking to someone on the the ISS, there's actually the reason I know it's 3.7 is because a guy did a breakdown. There's about a 3.7 second delay. The thing is, the ISS is roughly 450 miles above Earth.
Yeah.
The moon's 238,000 miles. Let's take out. I'll give the NASA the benefit of the doubt. I won't take any effect that there's a delay through transfer through satellite if it goes to Australia into this. I won't go in any delay of it's going to travel through cables. We'll go direct from point A to point B. How fast can it physically get there? Right? We'll say it travels what's it travel? 136,000 feet or miles per second. So minimum 1.23 seconds one way. Okay. One way. Is that right? Yeah, 1.23 seconds. Yeah. So one way, 1.23 second or 2.3 seconds. One of the two. Regardless, I think it's 2.3 seconds, but one way. And then 2.3 seconds the other way. I wish I had a calculator. Does one of y'all have a calculator?
I can't even.
I got you, man.
On his phone.
Let's just do 1.3 divided by, or 3.8 divided by 1.3. And it's rough.
2.9230766.
Okay.
7-1.
Multiply that by whatever. Regardless, it's roughly about 2.5 seconds. We'll go 2.5 seconds. The reason that if you ever listen to the audio transcripts, you hear that beep. They did that to where whenever they're done talking, it beeps, and then they start. Right? They did good a lot of times, but a lot of times they slipped up. Houston would talk. And then they would talk. There was multiple instances where it was literally under a second they would respond. That was sketchy.
Okay.
Just going back, that's just the propaganda film that they filmed because they
Okay.
couldn't film it.
Are you on? So you're going? Okay, maybe the landing was real. The media was there. The footage was fake.
100%.
I could wrap my head around that.
I mean, they can't get cameras to work at when it's raining outside, much less.
Well, and they have to pass the one of the reasons we can't go to the moon now is because we can't tackle the feat of getting through the Van Allen radiation belts to make it safe, but we did it before. That's the one sketchy part.
I mean, were we sure about radiation then, though? Like, did we care enough at that point?
That's my co-host's thought. That shows how much we didn't care. We just strapped dudes to a rocket and shot them to the moon.
I mean, I guarantee you when you were in high school, you were playing with mercury.
I hate that shit, bro.
Exactly.
I'm a savage. I'm not as savage as 21 Savage here, but I'm sad, son. And y'all gotta let me know when I'm stuck on myself. Anyway, I'm just sitting here chilling. Shit. Okay, what about I forgot who they gave. I'll just say some Duke. I don't remember who it was. It was some guy like that. Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin gave them a moon rock, right? Well, they did research. It was petrified wood.
I mean, you could have that to the moon. You never know what's there. You've never been there.
Not wood.
You never know. You've never been there before. There could be some trees there.
That's also one of my. I'm glad you responded that way. Chris always said they had moon rocks. They've had countless country scientists that did studies on it to confirm it was moon rocks. Like, bro, weren't we the only one that went there? What the hell? What control substance do they have to compare to confirm it's a moon rock? It's a moon rock, son.
I mean, isn't every atom made of carbon anyways? Are we all carbon?
Yeah.
Everything's carbon.
Yeah.
But how is it more closely related to wood than a rock?
Wood's carbon.
This asshole.
But even
Come
now,
on
it's like,
now.
okay, even if they went there, what if, like, just like they did the video and all that was propaganda? What if they were like, okay, give this here. Oh, this will even make it more propaganda. Oh, you have a piece of it in your hand. Maybe everything that came back was propaganda, but I still believe that they actually did it.
Yeah, maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't like to come up. Like I said, I don't like to come up with my own theories. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not smart enough really to give you my idea, but there's a lot of weird shit.
Have you heard the conspiracy behind the Woolly fires out in California?
Are you going Shane Dawson on me?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know why. Or is it that you think it was that nuclear plant?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It could be. The government screws up a lot.
They do.
For sure.
The government
'Cause that's
screws
not
up
the
a
first,
lot.
I mean, it's not the first time.
They didn't screw up
That's
9/11 though.
They might not have, but something happened. Okay, I want you to look at me in the eye right now. The government might not have been behind it, but something different than what we were told happened.
I mean, that's everything though.
God dang it. You are a political science major, you
21/7.
dipshit.
21 cents.
But what are we? You ever wondered why cups are shaped the way they are?
And hold water.
To hold liquid.
I mean, how many
dipshit.
people were at the JFK assassination seen it in person? They think that some dude with a 1803 rifle shot him 3 times in 3 seconds and can't even get the bullet to operate that fast.
Wait, are you pro Oswald shot everything?
Oh, no.
Oh
He
no,
did
he
not.
wasn't even there.
Oh.
Yeah, no, he wasn't.
Okay, so you got a conspiracy on that one,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Well, you even got the
That was defo
the
CIA.
Surgeon General people. You think it was? I think it was a combo bunch of stuff. I really think it was Lyndon Johnson.
I think it was his girlfriend,
Whose girlfriend? Which one?
Lyndon B. Johnson's mistress.
You think?
All right, so in the car, everybody says that the governor of Texas was directly in front of him. But whenever you look at that same car, he's up and to the left. So whenever he would have gotten shot, he wouldn't have gotten shot in the same spot.
Who?
The governor of Texas that also
Okay.
got shot. JFK got shot in the back,
The neck
and
and
back, and then the neck.
yeah.
But the governor in front of him only got shot once, and it would have made no sense. The bullet would have had to
The
drop.
magic bullet
Yeah.
theory, right?
Mhm.
Okay, yeah. Well, they even put on there the what was that in the files that I read? They even said like he was clearly shot multiple times because they had a bullet hole through the windshield, which was once shady shit on how fast they got rid of that car. Like quick. And another thing I noticed through the files is I already knew he was a shady asshole, but Lyndon Johnson was a dipshit. He was a dickhead. They found Jackie Kennedy and Kennedy's family hired some person from Europe to do independent reconnaissance to see his involvement in the assassination. 2, they found evidence that he was in the KKK before he became a political person.
Also
3,
confirmed.
he was You're familiar with this?
Yeah.
3, he was facing multiple homicides. You know what I'm talking about? And he pardoned himself when he became president. 4, the Gulf of Tonkin incident can't happen. And he said, y'all wanted a fucking war. Here's your fucking war. Signed it off. That's how Vietnam happened, off a false flag attack, which is confirmed, declassified documents. The attacks that solely put us into Vietnam and killed hundreds of thousands of Americans and hundreds of thousands of Vietnamese people happened for no reason, just to have a war.
Do it the last word JFK said.
What's that?
Dallas loves me.
Really?
And then he got shot. In the
Who's
back of
Dallas? She sounds hot.
The city he was in.
Dude, have you seen
And the girl he was with.
Have you seen the weird I wouldn't say coincidences, but the what am I trying to say? I can't think of a word. The I guess coincidences or the similarities between Lincoln and Kennedy.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
that's freaky.
Freaky as hell.
That is freaky as shit.
They both
No.
spoke. They both spoke out against the banking cartel. I guess Lincoln, it was not the Federal Reserve; it was the central banking system, where he didn't want to leave. He was dealing with the Civil War, didn't want to leave his country in debt, and they were going to charge him 20% interest if they funded the war. So he went to Congress and asked for legal tender, and he printed off $2 million, which is where the term greenbacks came from. He got shot in the Ford Theater. Kennedy got shot in a Ford, or it was a Mercury,
Lincoln.
but it was
Secretaries.
a Lincoln. Not, why did I say Mercury? Lincoln. It was in the Ford Theater, Lincoln. Okay. Oswald was 30 years old.
Oh, here we go. Oh, I've got the whole thing.
Yeah.
You ready?
Go ahead.
They're
Okay.
secretaries.
Abraham Lincoln was elected to Congress in 1846. JFK was elected to Congress in 1946. Lincoln was elected president in 1860. Kennedy was elected president in 1960. Both were particularly concerned with civil rights. Both wives lost a child while living in the White House. Both presidents were shot on a Friday. Both presidents were shot in the head. Now it gets weird. Lincoln's secretary was named Kennedy. Kennedy's secretary was named Lincoln. Both were assassinated by Southerners. Both were succeeded by Southerners named Johnson. Andrew Johnson, who succeeded Lincoln, was born in 1808. Andrew Johnson, who succeeded Kennedy, was born in 1908.
Damn, I didn't realize it went that deep.
John Wilkes Booth, who assassinated Lincoln, was born in 1839. Lee Harvey Oswald, who assassinated Kennedy, was born in 1939. Both assassins were known by their 3 names. Both names are composed of 15 letters. Now hang on to your seat. Lincoln was shot in the theater named Ford. Kennedy was shot in the Lincoln car made by Ford. Booth and Oswald were assassinated before their trials. Here's the kicker. A week before Lincoln was shot, he was in Monroe, Maryland. A week before Kennedy was shot, he was in
screwing.
Maryland, Monroe.
Allegedly.
But wait, there's more. Lincoln was shot in a theater and the assassin ran into a warehouse. Kennedy was shot from a warehouse and ran into a theater. Boom.
That's weird. My balls just tingled a little bit thinking about it. That's crazy.
Woo! Love it.
Can we get a fact check on that? Can we check Snopes?
Yeah, dude.
That was straight Wikipedia.
Don't you love Snopes? Is there a conspiracy? They said maybe.
I think everything they say is maybe.
No, it's false. False.
Wrong.
And then they go, what they actually meant was blah, and they'll go, I'm like, no, that's not even the conspiracy, dipshit. They're like, no, he didn't say that. He said this.
Apparently, Clemson football had a mile-high hamburger, but apparently it was only 3.5 inches.
Oh yeah, no, PolitiFacts. That's okay. We'll get into that.
That's why the Super Bowl score was so low. They knew they were going to the White House. Whoever won.
No shit. I saw this meme where it showed it was an old picture of Trump and Tom Brady. He's like, you want Carl's Jr. or Five Guys or something like that.
I'll tell you what, I had In-N-Out over Christmas break. Second best.
No, it was
hamburger I've ever
In-N-Out
had.
or Carl's Jr. That's what it was.
I had In-N-Out. It was amazing.
Yeah? What'd you get?
I got a double and animal style fries.
You're not vegan?
No, I know how.
You demon.
I know. I'm so cis-mel.
I'm basically better than you.
I know.
Okay? Nah. But no, what we were talking about this before we got on, it was PolitiFacts, right?
Yes.
They've gotten ridiculous. When Trump made the comment saying they had burgers stacked a mile high, they literally fact checked that and said, liar, pants on fire or whatever. It wasn't a mile high. Like no shit. Really? I seriously thought they were like, hey, I want to break this world record. Let's put a mile high burger stack up here.
Inside the White House. Oh, the ceiling's that high. Don't worry.
Knowing our president, I wouldn't expect anything less from him.
Yeah, but probably right. Well, why not? Just be an asshole. Just to school him. And like when they on his speech, they fact check him. They're like, when he said there's 5.2 million new jobs, he was like False. Liar. But there's 4.7 million new jobs. Like, oh, okay. Sorry.
When he have you seen the video comparison between his speech and Elle Wood's speech in Legally Blonde? How it's the exact same.
No, really?
I haven't seen that. But that sounds pretty
man,
I don't even know who Elle Woods is.
The girlfriend.
Legally Blonde.
Yeah, Reese Witherspoon, man.
I like Reese without her spoon.
Jeez. Okay, Dad.
Hold on. Hey. Get
Do you have any news you need to tell us?
I'm not a dad.
No, that was just one of the worst dad jokes ever.
It was pretty damn good. Have you seen those videos? I think it's spun off of
Oh, it was okay. Yeah, it was on the Tonight Show.
Here, I'm playing it right now.
Okay, go away.
Here you go.
Yeah.
I don't know which one.
It's the first one. Whatever pops up with Jimmy Fallon.
Okay. I can't play Jimmy Fallon. I'll
He
play
doesn't
this one.
sponsor this podcast.
Legally Blonde. It was a thing.
Be true to yourself.
Yeah, that's it. That's
Okay.
it. Oh, okay.
Have you not seen that? No.
I can't believe I've never seen that. I've always fallen down YouTube rabbit holes and I missed that completely.
I'm going to go back a little bit.
He
Yeah.
is better when he sticks to the script.
Skip to the whole thing. That was embarrassing.
Do you know how that happened? Or do you Legally Blonde? It was a thing last speech.
Yeah,
Um,
it did.
yeah.
And Jimmy.
Hold on, I'm trying to get to it.
Oh,
there we go.
It's
There we go.
unbelievable. We'll just show them the
Sure.
thing.
That we take our next steps into the world.
You must go forth into the world.
It is with passion,
Passion,
courage of conviction,
courage in your convictions.
and strong sense of self.
Be true to yourself.
We did it!
I did it.
I did it.
That's pretty funny right there. I don't care who you are, man. That wasn't the State of the Union, no.
I did it.
was.
I didn't say.
Are you Trump supporter?
Oh, yes.
You are?
I like him because people don't.
Okay.
That
I'm glad you
makes
said
sense.
that. I don't think the left media realize that what they're doing is not working. The more they shit on Trump, the more I was like, I hope that motherfucker wins.
I mean, he got elected by 15-year-old autists. That,
A what?
like, he got shit posted to presidency. All those memes that came out against Hillary.
Oh, yeah.
Those were like 15-year-olds doing
Well,
that because they were bored.
Yeah, that too. And the fact she's a shitty person. That helped too.
Yeah, you know.
How many countless controversies and conspiracies can be tied to one family, one person, and not one of them is true? I want one person to look me in the face and say not one of them is true.
Not one of them's true.
You
I'm
really
not
believe
getting
that?
Shot. I'm not anywhere near the Clintons.
Oh, you're not going to suicide yourself?
Yeah.
You're not going to like commit suicide the day before you testify with 2 bullet holes in the back of your head?
I don't want to shoot myself 15 times in the back of the head, so I'm
Yeah.
I'll say on to this one.
You're Seth Rich. What that one's crazy because like you have these media, like even YouTubers like yeah, you got like liberal YouTubers that are like, this it's crazy, it's a crazy conspiracy, there's no evidence that shows that there's a conspiracy. It's like, well, there's no evidence to show that was a botched robbery.
I mean, there's evidence that Pizzagate's an actual thing, and it's not, but there's evidence that there is.
There, it's not. Okay, what about Pizzagate's not? Comic ping pong isn't a weird sex dungeon.
Probably.
That's the only thing, right?
I mean, it's just too much to get into. It's too deep to be real. Like, you can't have that much of a softball tossed at you.
I just tossed it at you. I got some bats if you need help.
I do.
What?
I need some steroids.
But what about it do you think it's false? What about it do you think it's false? Do you think it's the fact that when the person came and shot it up and fired one bullet and it happened to go through the closet and hit the comic ping pong's computer hard drive?
I mean,
that part?
You can't have that much of something and it all be true. Like, that's way too amazing of a story.
What?
Like, that all can't be true. Like, there has to be some things that are true of it, but like,
okay, I can go with that.
There's so much of it.
Have you read the emails?
I read some of them. I couldn't find the good ones though.
Oh, there's ones that it's just like what
Like Barack Obama requested a
the $40,000 worth of succulent hot dogs.
Yes.
Yeah. Of taxpayers' money.
Yeah.
I believe it.
The fucking succulent hot dogs. Kind of like Joan Rivers.
Only the ones that Barack
Months
Obama wants.
prior to her death, it was like a TMZ type people walked up on her and she said something about, Michelle Obama's a tranny. Everyone knows it. blah blah. She said our president's a homo. Or we already. Oh no. What's first, women president or the first homosexual president? She's like, we already have one. Obama's gay. Everyone knows it. And like, what did you say? The president's gay? And she's like, yeah. Michelle's a tranny. Everyone knows it. And she died.
15 shots back of the head.
Yeah. Natural causes.
Lead poisoning.
Yeah. No. That was.
What year was she
interesting.
born?
1869. The year before Betty White.
The same year as the moon landing. No, but no.
Same ballpark.
No bullshit though. That's when you get all these videos on YouTube of like anytime she went public, like, see, that's her bulge, bro. Like she's dancing on Ellen. You see a little wiggle down there. Like, that's a dick. That is totally a dick. Yeah. No, but anyway, there's the John Podesta emails. Okay, what? Let's one thing before I get into that because it's real deep. The left goes into this. Oh, Russia did this. Russia, rigged the election and did all this stuff. And Russia hackers. All the Russian hackers did was leak legit, real emails.
Also not illegal.
What? No, but you get it, right? It's not like they just made shit up and put false bullshit out there. They just leaked shit that we should have known in the first place.
The best part about that was all the Russian collusion came back to the Clinton Foundation.
I know. They shut that shit down quick, son.
No, it's like they knew they were announcing that, oh, there's collusion here. It's, yeah, it was y'all that did it. And
Then
of course it was there because they all knew about it.
That's when you get into the 4D chess QAnon stuff. That Trump and Sessions was brief prior. They were aware of everything. And he just played dumb, knowing that they would just fall into their own trap. Do y'all believe in the 4D chess QAnon?
Oh, I love 4D chess. Mr. President Donald Trump.
Do you think it's legit?
I don't think he knows it's legit, but he does it.
He's accidentally doing it. He's stumbling into some just mass brilliant plan.
That's literally those past 2 years of his presidency.
He's just he's not. Yeah, they're just like their own. I wouldn't even say a double-edged sword. They're literally bringing themselves down with just stupidity after stupidity. How many videos have you watched where it's showing you like the end is near? President Trump is doomed. He feels that the wall's coming in. They date stamped it. It was like from July of like 2017, and it just keeps going like month by month, all the way up to current. They're still saying it.
Like, I'm an open Republican, but we literally elected Donald Trump because that was the best candidate at the time. That's how bad the left party is now.
Well, all of it is. So
yeah.
We have the election's a joke. I'm not even going to get into the electoral college. We have the illusion of choice. When you say you want, what do you want to eat? I don't know. I want options. All right. We go to a mom and pop place, meat and 2, right?
Meat and 3.
Meat and 3, whatever, fat ass. You get.
We're going to North Side.
They don't have what they have.
Going to North Side.
Usually what? Fried chicken, like Salisbury steak. Is that still a choice? They narrow it down to 2. Do you really have a choice? Rather than going like Applebee's or something, you can pick whatever the hell you want. It's the illusion of choice. We get what they pick.
Usually the special of the day.
And they're all cookie cutter. We don't know. And then
You'll get that Jill Stein.
Yeah.
Third option.
You get, that
They
just
dangle it in
there
front
to
of
throw
you.
a wrench in the mix.
Turnip green casserole usually.
But they all run, and then people get
It's
so
like,
passionate and defensive and like about this person they don't know. They're saying the same shit as the person before them. They're running on shit that doesn't affect me. Doesn't affect anything, really. Gay marriage, abortion, gun rights. I don't give a shit about that. Our country's in the shitter right now. I don't care about gun rights, gay marriage, and abortion. Yeah, I know that coincidentally, right before an election, there's a countless amounts of mass shootings. I don't think it's weird at all. Do you think it's a weird coincidence that literally every single time there's about to be an election, some crazy shit happens, like 10,000 migrants from fucking Haiti come chilling up, walking to our border in record times. They walk through the entire country of Mexico in like a week.
Babies and no money.
It fucking
blows my mind.
In fucking Nike sandals.
You ever been around a baby?
Ignore the tour bus right behind them.
You gotta load the minivan full of shit just to go to the park. They're crossing continents with these babies on their back with no money. No, fuck no, that shit's not real. Somebody shuttle in their ass over here.
That's what I'm trying to say.
He just got heated.
Fuck.
Welcome to King Millennial here. He understands with his white New Balances and his loading up his Honda minivan. Those diaper bags are a pain in the ass.
The one thing that he gets heated about this entire time, and it's to shit talk about babies.
Yes.
Is there anything you two need to tell us?
Organic diapers are for bitches.
Screw babies.
Something you need to tell us, Blake?
Chimes in over
It's
here.
a sensitive subject right now. I'm sorry. It just doesn't make fucking sense to me.
Babies
Like,
or what?
really, it doesn't.
How do babies? Where do babies come from, Blake?
Haiti, apparently.
That should be a commercial. You know, like the old St. Vincent's commercials where babies come from.
Oh, here
Yeah.
comes Angelina Jolie's new kids.
Hey,
Shady.
Haiti, yeah. That just hit me. This is a sign. No, it has to be one of those pull-out
The
signs.
roll-out ones.
Yes. Where did baby come from?
Haiti.
That's nice. I like that. I like it a
Nice.
lot. I like it a lot. I don't even remember where I was going. I got diaper dad over here. Yeah, he said 6 words on this damn podcast, and it was defending his dad's shoes and his minivan and fucking babies.
Kelso, how you doing over there?
I'm doing great.
He's chill. He's coasting right now. We lost him at the Ford Theater.
Do you know who else is from Ford? Or you know where Ford's from?
Detroit.
Where he's from.
Detroit, that's a beautiful place.
It's gotten better.
Yeah, it was a shithole.
It's gotten a lot better.
I'm glad we brought up Ford. What do you think about I wouldn't even say it's conspiracy because there's documented proof. But what do you think about the corporations and big interest banks and stuff like that that kind of single-handedly funded the Nazi Party and was literally still funding them during World War II? Like Ford. They had a factory over there in Germany that got bombed during the war that was being used for the tanks. They sued the U.S. government and won. And they weren't making tanks for us.
I'll tell you another one. Everybody's tearing down all these Confederate statues, but where does the Huntsville Havoc play? Von Braun.
Von Braun Center. My mom worked there in that center.
No, he was a Nazi.
Yeah, and not just a chiller. They'd be like, "Oh, well, he was a scientist. He didn't really do anything." No, at his rocket factory, they would hang the 3 slowest Jews in front of the thing to motivate the other people.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Now he's just trying to speak.
And guess what? Yeah, he was head of NASA, son.
He was?
And he solely believed that we were way far away from ever even getting close to the moon. We needed a space station up there. He had plans of all that crap. The rocket needed to be able to make that orbital leap was like 80 times larger than what the Saturn was or some shit
Blake,
like that.
did you ever go to space camp?
I did not.
Well, then that's why.
They wouldn't let him wear his shoes.
Do you know what Von Braun did that made him so a hot commodity for...
Negative.
He was the creator of the V2, right?
Yes.
Rocket, which is the first intercontinental ballistic missile. That's what decimated London, basically. That's what screwed them up.
Yeah.
So when we were convicting and executing Nazis that were for war crimes. There was about 1,500 of them, which was conspiracy at the time, but now it's been, due to declassified documents, it's fact. In Operation Paperclip, there was a list of scientists that we needed. We gave them an option. We go, okay, you can be tried for war crimes or you can work for us.
And do you know where they put him?
Huntsville, Alabama.
Correct.
And they go, I'll take the latter.
That was their punishment. They had to live in Huntsville.
Yeah. That's why Huntsville, as of right now, has the highest IQ per capita in the United States
Oh, cool. I used to live
of any city.
Seriously?
that guy
I
there.
didn't know that.
I used to live there.
Well, you got to think about it. They got all like Lockheed Martin has a place there. Like all these rocket scientists
You know
live
what's
there.
number
It's an
2
airplane.
on North Korea's nuke list?
Hell yeah, that's tight. They can't even get a rocket out of their damn country.
Here's a conspiracy theory for you.
It's a CIA state.
So many Asians in Huntsville. No Chinese restaurants.
Whoa.
Whoa, bro.
Whoa.
What about the University of Asians and Blacks right there in Birmingham?
There's Chinese restaurants here, though.
Yeah,
I just said that on air, but yeah, that's the real thing. It's not that bad anymore. It used to be nothing but Asians and blacks, but it is what it is.
Have a good hockey team.
No,
I dated an Asian once, so I'm not racist.
You guys are a club team. Calm down.
Hey, not anymore. Our new
That
stuff
says
doesn't say
club.
club on there anymore. We took it off.
We took it off.
It doesn't seem cool.
No, I went to high school in Huntsville.
Yeah,
And
where
our
at?
Really? Where?
Grissom. And our school
What's
was
the big one over there?
it's Grissom's pretty big.
What's
Bob Jones.
Bob Jones. That's a big
Wait,
one,
no,
right? The biggest
Grissom,
one.
the old Grissom school, it was built to be a bomb shelter.
In case they got nuked.
Oh,
No,
Really?
not a single window in the building. Like it's literally built for like the city goes to
Is
Grissom.
it above ground?
Yeah,
It's above ground. That's a stupid idea.
yeah, but it was built during.
This will work.
It was built during the Cold War, so it was like they didn't have all the.
So it's just like a-
technology and everything.
Just a brick building.
Yeah,
Sounds like a
Dude, it's like
shed.
a prison, man.
hey, it's
I
literally
think you can't,
it's
dude.
Tell
literally
them,
set
Tyson.
up. It's literally set up cell block A, cell block. They call them A pod, B pod.
Oh, that's a fucking prison.
So you guys
Fuck,
know
I'm
the
not
City Federal building downtown?
Maybe.
Yes,
What's it look like?
I do.
Okay, so at the bottom of it, apparently they're turning it into some kind of speakeasy. But back in like the '60s, during like the Cold War and everything, they kept a bunch of like rations and everything at the bottom of the City Federal building, and like there were hundreds upon thousands of like these containers of like survival biscuits and whatever.
Didn't you have a-
Survival biscuits. I love
Yeah.
survival
Didn't you have a
biscuits.
guy on the podcast that went there?
Where?
He goes to abandoned places.
Yeah, the underground Birmingham people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't that the place?
Which place? Yes.
Well, there you go.
Yeah,
They actually have the key to the. I didn't realize they had like a very elaborate, large
There was a vault.
networks of mine tunnels under Birmingham that go all the way
Oh,
from
yeah.
like Tuscaloosa to like Trustful.
Oh yeah.
What?
Like
I haven't listened to
Oh,
it.
here we go.
Birmingham to Tuscaloosa, there's fucking like
yes,
Yeah.
a lots of them,
Yeah.
like lots and lots. They showed I couldn't air it for some because I didn't want people going in there, but
I gotta get in there.
shit.
I gotta get in there.
They found like he's found dead bodies before, but and like remains. He's found like old lanterns from like 1800s, like crazy stuff.
Dude, haven't
Fuck
you
that,
seen?
dude. I want to go. I wanna
Haven't
get
you
in this
seen
shit.
like all the abandoned
the
tunnels
end?
like
Yeah, I
right
thought that
below?
was just like up under Birmingham. I didn't know it like stretched for miles and shit. Like
Yes.
No, yeah, they can't even.
Yes.
A lot of them are underwater. They can't get in there, but like it's crazy.
Hey, Blake's a certified
Scuba
scuba
dive.
diver.
Oh yeah, I got a scuba bag.
Have you not seen The Descent, bro?
Scuba Blake.
Scuba Blake.
Scuba block A.
I got flippers and everything.
I got a snorkel at home.
Their New
There you go.
Balance.
his white
Some
New
white
Balance flippers.
They're Velcro.
Water resistant Velcro.
That's also another NASA experiment. Velcro.
That is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. All right, NASA fanboy. What else did they invent? Green screen technology, maybe?
Well, that's our producer, Maddox.
Okay, fun fact. Okay, I saved this video on my YouTube, on the YouTubes, to share kind of an idea, but I have yet to do it. It was literally a Geico commercial. And it was just an example I was going to make. It was a Geico commercial. You know the Geico commercial where the guy has Christmas lights and he's like talking to the other dude. He's like, yeah, I got Geico. And the other guy was like, oh, that's crazy. What happens? And he's like, oh, it does this. And every time it goes, it's like more and more and more and more until where it goes out to space. And the astronaut's like, Houston, you see this? That's a damn commercial, son. And like, it looks pretty freaking legit. Like, you look like you're in space. And it's a Geico commercial.
Geico's also.
You see what I'm saying, though? You see where I'm going, though?
It's easy to fake.
Correct.
That's why they did it.
Did what?
They faked the film.
Okay, I can
You're
go
telling
there.
me in 1969, before Wi-Fi, before high definition, that they filmed that good from how many miles away did we figure out it was?
It wasn't
238,000 miles away.
238,000 miles away. They had
A
high
live
definition
feed,
footage.
and they talked to the president on
Yeah.
the phone
Yeah.
from the White House. Yeah, that's weird.
They went to the moon, realized it was awful, a waste of money and time.
Mhm.
They told Russia it was cool and came out with this nice video.
Okay, then why have, let's see, how many presidents in a row since Bush Sr. has said, we're going to go back to the moon, and it never happens?
That's before before they read the secret presidential book. That's in National Treasure too.
Do you believe that? Do you believe that book is real?
Yo.
That's a good subject.
No, well,
whatever.
Trump said it, and he still said it, but then NASA canceled the mission at the last second.
Because they told him not to.
Why? Because they can't do it?
Because Trump is Trump, and Trump does
It's a
whatever.
waste of
Trump wants.
money.
It's not a waste of money. We're trying to get to Mars, correct?
Yeah.
That's our that's our mission.
Yeah.
We need a moon base.
Why would we pay
They
for
found
it?
water
Why would we pay for it when we can make SpaceX pay for it?
because SpaceX is not going to pay for it. Who's paying SpaceX? We
Tesla
are.
sells.
We are. That's why he had,
capitalism right there. Why
Right.
pay taxes? You can just buy a
we're,
Tesla.
I
Same
guess
thing.
in a smoke screen, so we don't technically pay for it, even though we're paying for it by paying for it. And I'm not being sarcastic. I'm saying legit. That's what's going on.
What's
yeah.
it called back when you get money off your taxes? What's that called?
Tax return,
Not tax return.
income tax.
Refund?
Not a refund. It's like for companies, subsidies.
Oh yeah, it's a
what it
write
is.
off.
Yeah. I don't know how much a write off going to the moon is.
What do you think about the debt and how big of a farce it is? Do you think it's an issue? It's a crazy issue. Like, oh God, we're in debt. Our debt ceiling's getting crazy.
We're also the least country and the least amount of debt in the world.
But why do they keep bringing it up? You know, there's not enough money in the world right this second. If our debt, I want to pull up this debt clock. If our debt just stopped right now, there's not enough money in the world to pay it off. Why the hell does it matter?
Because we'd rather spend China's money than China spend their money on trying to kill us.
It's coming. We're going to be new China one day.
Then they couldn't get their money because they know themselves.
This is current, son. This is our current debt clock.
21 trillion. Might point out.
If you're familiar what I'm looking, or
And
you're,
climbing.
if you're curious what I'm looking at, oh, it says it right there. USDebtClock.org. Or you can just Google debt clock and it'll pop up.
They have an iPhone app too.
Yeah, they have an iPhone app.
In case you need
It
immediate
shows you
satisfaction.
anything you need to
That
know.
is running faster than a stopwatch.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
That's us spending. But like he said, we can't get $5 billion for a wall. Yes, we can. Look how fast we're spending it.
We can't decide to spend $5 million on a wall.
You know what that comes to. Like, don't pull that bullshit. Don't pull that bullshit. But hey, anything I want to talk about? It's gonna be the last thing we talk about before we go.
Making Puerto Rico a state.
What do you think about Cuba, like us being cool with Cuba now?
Cuba?
Uba.
After we try to have plans.
Oh, they
to-
hate us. They hate us. for
Yeah, we
sure.
try to assassinate their leader.
No,
Yeah.
Cubans love us, not the government.
Oh no.
Or
no.
Operation Northwoods. We plan false flag attacks, so blame it on them, so we can go.
What's that
attack them.
ship called that we blew up? That they blew up?
Argentina?
Can't think of it.
I know what you're talking about, but I don't know. Yeah, that was also fake. Yeah.
I'd be terrified to go to Cuba, honestly.
I
Why?
have a friend that went there.
Apparently, their cigars aren't as good as they were because the soil, all the resources, or the nutrients and shits all were used up like an old whore.
I believe
I
it.
know someone that went there and they said it's like an old time, like
But why go
it
to
was
Cuba
very
when I can
nice
just go to Miami?
vacation.
Ooh,
But
yeah,
what it
same
is
thing.
the economy of Cuba loves it. I mean, the politicians might, but it's like okay, that's another source of income for that like country. Now
Right.
they can work.
Right.
with the US.
What do y'all think about the? I got something that we can close on. I guess we'll talk drug dealing. You know, the biggest drug smuggler in the world's the
Purdue
central
Pharmacy?
the CIA or Big Pharma. Why do you think Trump's going to piss off the wrong people pulling out of Afghanistan?
I mean, as long as he gets money out of it.
True.
It's all backdoor kickbacks.
Are you talking about when it comes to the opiates?
Opioids and okay, there's two reasons we're in Afghanistan right now, not Iraq.
Yes, opiates. Or opioids.
Opioids
seeds.
and lithium. And by lithium, I mean like for batteries.
Yeah.
What's huge right now? Lithium batteries. Hybrids. Electric cars.
And your phones.
The largest lithium output in the world almost is from Afghanistan. And
Heroin
it's
and batteries.
yeah. And what's rampant in America right now? Heroin overdoses.
Yep.
But it blows my mind because I'm just a tinfoil hat conspiracy theorist. What is wrong with you, Josh? You're crazy. This never could happen. Our government would never do that. Guess what? They have countless amounts of times. Do some damn research. Do some damn research, son. Why do you think LSD exists in the first place?
Another thing about that, so we have the government fighting over the war, but we don't have government fighting over 9/11.
And you know why they're so like why the
It's
government's
hush hush
so,
though.
why the government's so like anti-drug now and everything. They're trying to crack down on that. It's just because it's affecting white people.
Okay, racist bitch. Jesus, I'm just kidding.
You can't say the B word here.
I mean, tell me I'm wrong.
Maybe, maybe not.
Famous,
Maybe it's,
like okay, the whole Demi Lovato thing.
maybe not. It's also it's scary. It's okay. Brings you to this point. Within the first 8 months of Trump's presidency, there was roughly about 1,500 pedophile type of arrests, which makes you think, makes you wonder. He knew about it. It was known about, right? Mm-hmm. Is that the scary part, or the fact that it was known about and nothing was happening? Who was covering up for him before that? That's the scary part.
Well, it depends on what they were like focusing on before that.
How many of them are registered Democrats, though?
Don't go there. I told you I don't claim a side.
They do.
Yeah, they do. But it is what it is. I can't confirm on all of them because Jeffrey Epstein, he seems like he's a pretty conservative. You know, he's a businessman.
97% of Hollywood.
Yeah, it's weird. But I don't get it. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like I was wondering, like, how do you get into that circle? Because, you know, it's elite. You know, like when you get into, like, the Pizzagate stuff or, like, what's the artist woman's name? Abramovich. You get into the spirit cookings and stuff like that. How do you get into those circles? You look confused when I said spirit cookings.
Yeah, I don't know what that
It was in the emails. Hillary Clinton went to a spirit cooking. And it's an art piece. What's the place, the conspiracy people that debunk them? Snopes?
Yes.
They said false on that one because she didn't go spirit cooking, a ritual. They worded it that way. They went to a ritual, false. But it's literally, they show like dead babies, blood written on the wall, like, and they have like things you say, like cover your face in semen and stuff like this. And it's an art exhibit, right? Mm-hmm. Well, if you do any types of research and you go, they did an interview with Abramovich saying, okay, what is it? She's like, well, in public it's art, but in private it's the real deal. She said that. And Hillary Clinton, they were like, hey, you're going to come into the spirit cooking. This is Hillary Clinton. This is like emails. This is legit. I don't get how you get into circles. Like, is it like college football? And they have like recruiting, like, oh, this guy, he
There's
fucked
a selection
kids.
committee.
Yeah, like, how's that work?
This is all some sort of witchcraft.
Right, that's what you get into.
This has been going down since the colonies were formed.
Which makes you think, you get into like, when you get into global elite or whatever, I'm not getting to the reptilians, but I'm saying like,
just halfway there.
Say the Illuminati type deal, you know, and there's obviously a large presence of sexual misconduct or pedophilic type things going on. How come it's been so like well known as a conspiracy for so long? How come there hasn't been like the opposite arise, like a large Christian following or something to kind of like battle it? And you got like Miley Cyrus talking about when one of her fans comes like, hey, how to become like you? And she's like, just Satan.
Sell your soul.
She literally told this little kid Satan.
My one thing about the Illuminati is you have people like Hillary Clinton that are in the Illuminati, and you have Lil Uzi Vert who's also in the same group, and they're so far apart.
He's also Beyonce.
It's weird you say that because he was like the sole like reason I think there's like Illuminati. Like he's just so like him like come out of nowhere.
Lil Uzi Vert is
yeah.
He's so shit.
It's like Beyonce in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yes,
So,
Beyonce
yeah, I
and
was about to
Jay-Z.
say Beyonce and Jay-Z.
They are a part of the Illuminati.
They're the leaders, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, why would they be chosen to be the leaders?
I don't know. That's why I don't understand how it works.
Like you have all the
they're the Nick
figures.
Sabans of the Illuminati, son.
Nick Saban's also
no,
the
they're
Illuminati.
the leaders of the like entertainment
But why'd
sector.
there be an entertainment sector in the Illuminati?
Because it brainwashes the youth, son. Media. People look up to heads of stuff.
Then why wouldn't they be in charge of it? Then why would you have all these politicians?
Mainstream.
I don't know. You talk shit about
people rather look at those
say you
people
had
like
some
that than politicians.
say you had some political pool. Say people knew you like me in Poland, right?
Hey, number 136 podcast, politics in Poland right now.
Coming on strong, baby.
Trending.
I laughed my ass off when I
If
read
you're
that.
Polish, please comment on this.
I love sausage, son. Okay,
Well, we know.
Anyway, I love to put it inside me. Some Polish sausage. Anyway, talk shit about Beyonce. You get crucified. You can't.
I do not like Beyonce.
How dare you? You're not vegan and you don't like Beyonce? What the fuck's wrong with
I
you?
like Dre-Z though. He makes some good headphones.
That's
That's Dr.
Beats.
Dre.
That's Dre, bruh. And they're not that great. As I'm wearing
Yeah,
it
I was
there.
about to say, wait a second. They're not that great. Rips off headphones.
All right, we gotta go soon. Any more conspiracies?
I don't
No
know.
one talk about. I'm well knowledge. I got my doctorate in conspiracy theories.
My last one.
What's up?
AirPods.
AirPods.
You know what AirPods are?
No.
The headphones?
Yeah. What about them?
All right, so
It's
Apple,
a stupid design because you lose one of them. It pissed me the hell off.
Oh, Apple's part of the Illuminati.
Apple is the Illuminati.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think they're tracking you and stuff?
It doesn't matter. All right, so
Talked
you
about
have
this
these
last night.
headphones. First, they remove the headphone jack from the phone,
Mm-hmm.
so you have to buy their headphones.
Oh, that's their marketing
Yeah,
scheme.
and then next thing you know, you have to have these AirPods for your phone.
AirPods.
The AirPods.
Yeah. No. Why do you have to have them?
Well, that's what they have now.
Oh, okay.
So
you can't get headphones anymore?
No.
You have to be the AirPods?
They don't have to be the AirPods, but I mean they're cutting that out. You have to buy their $30 piece, or you buy their $130 headphones.
Right. That's what's bull. Literally, I had this conversation before. I guess he's had an iPhone for a while. He has an old iPhone, guy I work with, and we had this guy bring back a rechargeable flashlight, and I have a micro USB that charges my headphones. And I was like, here, I was plugging. He's like, that fit? I was like, it's a micro USB. And he's like, what is that, like, common? I was like, literally every single electronic device in every phone other than an iPhone uses a micro USB. And he's like, why? And I was like, so you have to buy their $60 charger. And they even, Chinese knockoffs, they even do a software patch to where that's not compatible with your phone.
Yeah, I had to get a new phone because of that.
Chinese people?
Yeah.
Yep.
So you're vegan, you don't like Beyonce, and you hate Chinese people.
Only Chinese phones. And I also have another thing against Apple. Their CEO went to Auburn.
Oh, the current one.
Yeah.
Not the cokehead one.
So might as well be the same person.
Steve Jobs, he's a douchebag.
And
I know he's
Coke.
dead. Rest in peace.
R.I.P. But you suck.
Yeah. Why? You can make up a new phone that doesn't fit the old charger. Get the hell out of here. Stupid. It's dumb shit. Dumb shit. But hey, if y'all have any more conspiracy theories, y'all want me to talk about, and yeah, I like Polish people and Minnesota people. You know, why'd you want to play Koala Jockey? Isn't it obvious for the girls?
Took the ring right off my finger.
Yeah, I forgot the guy's name that said that, but yeah,
Jack O'Callahan.
yeah. That was a quote from Miracle. If you haven't seen it, it's a very inspirational flick that tells the college kids that played hockey against the dynasty Russian hockey team. And yeah, so like I said, let me know about any conspiracies y'all like. If you like what you heard, please go rate and subscribe on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, YouTube. You know, YouTube's pretty cool with video. I'm dabbling into it. I'm not very good at it. I'm kind of social media retarded too. So if you want to give me any pointers, let me know on that. If you have any content you want, like I said, content you want to talk about, email at almostlegalpodcast@gmail.com. Or if you want to be on the show, email the same, or hit me up or anyone else that's involved with the show on social media. We will start stocking make podcast great again hats. It looks just like the MAGA hats, but it's going to say make podcast great again and ALP on the back. If you're interested in that, let me know. But 21 Savage, King Millennial, Tennis Pro, Kelso. I did that. You like that? Thanks for being on the show. And until next week, I will see you. Peace.